So it's what day is it? It's Saturday. I know that. It's January 22nd, and it's also the second day we've been here in North Carolina. Yesterday was pretty fun. Like I said, we went to the restaurant. I don't know if you'd call it the restaurant. I guess it's still a restaurant, but we went there. We hung out and it was fun. It was like kind of a, I guess some people would consider it boring, but it was fun. That's why I kind of decided to combine the trip and the day one. But it's just a breath of fresh air being in Georgia when you're normally in North Carolina and there's just not a whole lot to do around. Like, I really like being at home in North Carolina, but there's just not a lot to make me want to leave and go do other stuff besides like when I'm doing work or a video or something out, So it's like a breath of fresh air being in Georgia. And Kern has this nice fenced-in backyard, so Parker's just running around. But I think the key to like me making a interesting and successful vlogging series is me to incorporate my vlog into things that I just do on a daily basis. Like right now I'm taking out the dog and everything, but I think I just got to do more of that. I always got to like carry the camera with me, and I just got to like think about what I would want to watch, I guess, But yeah, I don't necessarily know what for sure is all in store today. I know we're going by my aunt and uncle's. They live in Buckhead, a very wealthy, prestigious part of Atlanta. So I'm excited for that. We actually helped them. They came from New York. My aunt was a hairstylist. I don't know them super. Like, I know them well enough to know they're good people, and obviously they're my aunt and uncle. But because they were always in New York when I was growing up, I never really got to get like close with them, I guess. So when I started getting closer with Kern and all, it definitely it helped that a lot. So I know my aunt was like a hairstylist or hairdresser. And then my uncle worked in dealing with like a homeless shelter, I think, but he worked for the government. And I don't know how all that works and everything, but they're older, they've seen a lot of things, and it's just kind of cool now that we're getting to be closer. But of course Parker's pooping, so I got to clean that up. This is the new hairstyle and everything from the haircut yesterday, but we are currently at my aunt and uncle's apartment. So we're just going around because last time we came, me and my brother helped to move and everything, and I didn't really get to see any of the other stuff because we didn't have enough time, but it's really nice outside here. Kind of just like looking around the swimming pool and everything. We were inside where they have like the pool table and all the fancy stuff, the TVs and everything, and it's so beautiful up here, like being able to just see the whole city and Buckhead and everything. I think Kern said Atlanta was that way. I'm not sure what this is over here, but you can see like Stone Mountain and obviously the rest of Buckhead and everything. But I was telling Kern, like, I've always wanted my own TV show. Like, I watch TV shows like Dave and Atlanta and everything, and I love the TV shows, but I like filming it myself. Like, that's the cool part about it. And I just need to get better about bringing the camera with me and speaking to the camera and just not being fearful, because whoever's going to complain about it or something, like, that's on them. That's not really on me, But today, I don't really know what we're doing besides here. I'm hoping that I can get the new tripod. So I normally use this Joby tripod, but the issue is this one's older, so some of the joints aren't as strong as they once were. And even though the weight capacity is supposed to be 6.6 pounds and this camera's only about 2, I'm having issues where it's not holding properly, but I'm starting to like kind of get more of the hang of it. I've never used it with a heavy enough camera. Like the camera Brittany uses, my A6400 I used to use, It's probably maybe a pound. And this camera, it's not really heavy. It's just kind of a awkward, because the lens is so dang heavy. But I don't know. It's like a weird kind of pattern type thing. So hopefully getting a brand new Joby tripod and giving this one to Brittany, it should hopefully fix some of my fears with it falling. But I'm noticing if I actually use it the way it's supposed to be and like kind of use my leverage to my advantage with it, it helps a whole lot with that. But this is just the rooftop, the swimming pool and everything. That's where we just were. But you can see behind me, you can see the rest of the city and everything down here, and it's just so awesome. This is one of the cool things about having the screen, but one of the things I have to get used to not doing is just looking at the screen, but it's so nice being able to actually see where it is and everything. So.
How you good? You left some. I suggest.
What do you think?
I'm excited to try it. I'm really excited.
We just took the vegan to Slutty vegan.
Slutty vegan now.
I'll set them fries. The fries. Thank you so much, fries.
You're welcome.
Want to try one of the fries first? Oh yeah. Ooh, the seasoning's really good on them.
It's good, right?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
The big boy.
I love that fries.
This is so exciting. Look at that. It smells good. I don't even know how to go about this. It's a lot bigger than I
It's big.
It's good.
Best burger you've had, or?
It's really good.
It's good, right?
I don't know if it's the best I've ever had, but it's...
What would be better?
Honestly, yeah. I don't know. It's really good, though. And I've only had one bite, and I didn't get a lot in that bite.
Jesus, what in the world?
What?
All the stuff on the dang burger.
Uh-huh. That's what I said. I only got a tiny bite.
It's a lot.
It's really good.
Fries.
The fries are really, really good.
So we're currently in the Lenox Mall, which is, from what I understand, like the biggest and best mall in Atlanta. I just actually went and picked up a new tripod that we'll be unboxing in a second. I'm kind of waiting till we get back to my aunt and uncle's house, or apartment, so I can do something with that. But we're just kind of walking around the Lenox Mall. My aunt's birthday is this week, so I think that maybe my cousin's getting her like cologne or something for perfume. Or, but what do you guys think of the new hair? I think it looks really, I was really worried at first, but he did such a good job with it. It's like, I don't know, it looks really nice, and I haven't really been embarrassed about my forehead or anything. So I've been trying to do a better job with the camera and taking it out and talking to you guys, but we'll see where this day leads us. Alright, So, in the process of me trying to do more with vlogging, there were kind of a few requirements and things that I wasn't really getting since I swapped to this camera. Like, there's a reason essentially that I haven't been vlogging as much since I swapped to this camera. And one of them is the camera is heavier. It's a lot heavier. I mentioned, like, this is like 2 pounds. My last camera was like 1 pound total. And this camera is a lot more awkward because of this longer lens. And one of the things I've been having is this stupid tripod. Like I said, they're little circles. They're like a ball basically goes into the circle. And I noticed, I didn't realize it before, but there's certain joints, I guess you could call them, that are very loose on this. And those joints are what has been like kind of creating this fear in my mind that it's going to drop the camera, because this is like the camera I use for work and stuff. So I don't want to ruin the camera doing something that's not going to necessarily pay like my job is. So one of the things I wanted to do was get a new tripod. Now I was going to settle for something like it wasn't like as capable as this tripod is. Like, this tripod's super nice because you can wrap it around things and you can put it in places a normal tripod couldn't go. And then you can also use it like you would a normal tripod. But because they're so dang expensive, I think I paid like $40 for this one that you're currently seeing 5 years ago, but it's old. And like I said, it's just that one joint on each leg. There's one joint near the top on each leg that causes it to become super unstable. But everything else has been great, and I finally noticed a little crack, like they've been separating, so they lose a little bit of tension and allows it to move a little bit more. So I actually was searching since we're in Georgia, near Atlanta, I was searching the Facebook Marketplace and I found this. So some guy had a 3K one, which is the same weight capacity as this one. This one's been great up until now, so it may just be worn down from the seams and all. But this has a 6.6 pound weight capacity. This is only 1/3 of that. So I'm hoping that this should fix the issue, because I used to do a lot of shots where I'd set the camera down and we'd walk past and stuff, but I don't trust it with this tripod and I'm afraid of it dropping the dang camera. So like I said, I found this. And then the other issue I have is this lens isn't quite wide enough. So on my original camera, the YI 4K camera, I had a lens that was equivalent to like 14 to like 36, 14 to 40 or something, which was really wide. But the issue is it didn't have the camera that came out, and the autofocus wasn't as good as these Sony cameras, but it was really good for what I had at the time. Being my first like real kind of camera, not like just a point and shoot. So that camera was amazing, but the fact it didn't have a face cam that I could see, and it didn't have a lot of features I needed when I started like trying to go professional with a lot of the stuff I'm doing. So I ended up getting the A6400. Now the A6400, it had a 16mm by 50mm lens, and the 16 is perfectly wide enough, but there's a lot of distortion with the lens because it's a kit lens. There's a lot of issues in the corners and stuff that I would notice when shooting things like 4K. And it's also mechanical zoom, which I didn't like, and it's terrible in low light, and it didn't have enough bokeh and stuff. So I upgraded to the 30mm Sigma, but that's obviously not a vlogging lens, and I was debating between just getting the 16mm Sigma or upgrading my camera to a full frame. And I obviously ultimately decided going full frame with the A7C because it has the flip out camera and all, over the A7 III, which is also an amazing camera. But this is just, it's lighter, it's easier to carry around, it's just a more compact form factor. If I could have an A7S III, I probably would have that over this because of the 4K 60, 4K 120. I really like the FX3 as well, but I take a lot of pictures, so I like the viewfinder, but then again, I don't really use it that much. So this camera is great. I love this camera, but the Tamron lens I got is only 28 to 75 in full frame. So if you divide the 28, I say round it to 27, divide that by 9, multiply that by 2, you have 18. So this is about an 18. So I went from a 14 to a 16 to an 18. So my lens has continuously gotten less wide since and it's made it harder to vlog and do things because I have to hold the camera out further, which makes my arm a little bit more unstable the further out I go. So I'm planning on getting the 17 to 28 Tamron lens that'll go with this 28 to 75. So I'll have it covered from 17 to 75, which will be a really nice range to cover. I was looking at other ultra wide lenses, but the Sony ones are like 2,000, 2,500, and I just don't think it's worth it. And I can get one of the 17 to 28s. I've also debated on selling this lens and then getting the Sigma 24 to 70, but I kind of like the little bit of extra reach, and I really like this lens, and it's still capable for vlogging. It's just not quite as wide as I would prefer it to be. And the Tamron's like, it's only gonna be like another $600-700, and I don't know. I want to get the new lens and try it out and see how it goes from there. The nice thing is I get all these lenses and cameras and stuff at cheaper prices than they sell for brand new anyway, so it's not like I can't change my mind later on and sell it. So, but this is the 3K. Like I said, it has a 16 or 6.6 pound weight capacity. I was debating on going for the 5K that has the metal. Ooh, this is, yeah. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to tell a difference, but these are so much more stiff than I really ever remember this one being. But this should be a whole lot, yeah. If I'm struggling with this, the camera should have no doubt. But the ball head is one of the best features these things ever feature. I think this one looks a lot better than the white and black one, and with it all being black, it won't get dirty as easy. This one really didn't get dirty, but you can see marks from where I set it up in dirt and stuff. But this should be a huge improvement. And then giving this one to Brittany, her camera isn't nearly as awkwardly shaped, and like the issue is the camera is like 1 pound, 1.1 pounds, and then the lens is like 1.1 pounds. But the camera's here, the tripod's mounted down here, and then the lens is like this. So you have to counteract for the lens being like taking and leaning the camera forward, and it wasn't super great. But with the stiffness of this should entirely fix any issue I was having. But it should just be the same thing as this one, just sturdier and new. But yeah, you had it for brand new $25. These go for like 60, 70 bucks on eBay, so I wasn't even going to consider buying one. But you know, luckily I found this cool guy in Atlanta selling this for, I think he had it for 35. I offered him 20 and he told me he'd do 25, and I actually was $1 short, but he did 24. So that's one thing checked off the list. Let's get the camera on the new one. Okay, so we swapped out the tripods. Can you hand me that one really quickly? So I swapped out the tripods, and you can, like, this is still obviously would hold very, like a GoPro, my phone. It was still holding this camera just fine, but I don't even, like, I was having to put it like this to kind of create enough like leverage to hold the camera, and all. This one, it has no problem at all. So that's one problem completely nipped in the bud. $24 later, we have a new tripod. All we need is the ultra wide lens, but I'm hoping to have a job here soon. When I say a job, not like a new job, but like a job for my current job. So I want to be going to the coast of North Carolina with this guy Don that I met. He's a super nice guy. And I'm hopefully going to be shooting some videos, you know, and that combined with me helping him with this home receiver system, get that all set up and everything, I should be able to get that new lens pretty soon. But I'm hoping to be doing a lot more traveling this year and stuff. Some opportunities and things arose that lowered what I had to pay monthly and all. So I'm super excited to hopefully travel and vlog a little bit more. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the vlogs so far. We have one more day here in Georgia. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me know if you want to see more vlogs. Let me know what you'd like to see me do on the vlog. The cool thing is, with me doing YouTube for so long, I've accumulated so much equipment. I have a drone now. I've always wanted a drone, but then I started looking into the laws, and having a drone is great, but the people that ruin it and get stupid laws enforced suck. I have GoPros, I have my nice cameras and all. I have so much equipment to work with. I just need to put it to work, you know. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Leave me a like, comment what you'd like to see me vlog or do in the future, or if there's a place you think we should go to and explore. And I'll see you guys later. See, it won't even, the camera is so good in low light, even me putting my hand over it, I can't freaking get it to just black out. So, peace out.